Hey everybody, I'm here today with a specific video on the GE Universal Remote button tutorial for beginners. I'll be going over what does each button do and give you easy instructions for using this remote, specifically the buttons on the remote. So once again, a GE Universal Remote right here, button tutorial for beginners. So basically, what does each button do and easy instructions for using the buttons on this remote. Let's get right into the video. We're going to start at the top, make our way down to the bottom. At the top here, obviously, we have the power button, very simple and straightforward. That turns the device that you're dealing with on and off, okay? These 6 buttons up here are the device selector buttons. So you can see we have all of the devices that you can program the remote with potentially, and essentially you can press it to select that device. Now, as far as I know, even though this says, for instance, TV over here, you can program this button to anything, not just TVs, as far as I understand. Most universal remotes work in that way. These have recommendations on them, but they're just buttons for a device, basically, okay? Making our way down, we have over here the menu control. So under the devices right here, we have the menu control. Up, down, sort of like right, left. I'm reversing myself here. Up, down, right, left, and then okay. You can control, you know, like the TV guide, the menu, whatever you're dealing with. Over here, we have these 4 buttons, which are input. So you can see we have an input button there to switch the inputs. Guide, if you want to open up your TV guide on your DVR. Info, to see the info of the channel or whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever media you're dealing with. And then setup, that's to set up a new device, okay? Very simple. Below that, we have a mute button in the middle here. You can see it shows a speaker with an X on it. That's a mute button. Over here, we have the channel and volume up and down selectors. Okay. We also have a favorites button over here. You can program, I think it's up to 10 favorite channels, I believe. You can program your favorites with this button right here. And then we have a previous channel button over here. In addition, there are secondary options for the buttons. So right here, as you can see, the channel up button is also the menu button. Okay. So you can open the menu for the TV or whatever you're dealing with. And the volume up is also the DVR list button. Okay. I got to put some cream on my fingers. All I see is my skin flaking off in the camera. It's, you know, I'm filming this in the wintertime. There's snow on the ground behind me and it's really cold outside and I don't like to wear gloves. So, you know, I got some cream over there in the passenger seat. I'm going to go put some cream on my hands when I'm done. I keep it there just to sort of keep my hands relatively soft, but I don't use it often enough. In addition, over here, there's a shift button, which is essentially where the setup button is. There's a shift button, okay? Making our way down, you have A, B, C, and D with different colors. These buttons over here are sort of like your DVR controls. I know with my DVR, there's like A, B, C, and D. Most DVRs will have A, B, C, and D. That's what it's used for. Okay, moving further down beneath those A, B, C, and D colored buttons over there, we have the playback controls. We have play, pause, I'm reversing myself, like I said, stop, record, rewind, and then fast forward. Very simple, you know, if you're streaming something. Then you have all of these numbers, which are to select like a channel or an option on the TV. Interestingly enough, you have a dot button for digital channels. So if you want to turn to channel 4.2, then you could put 4.2, which is really, really cool. It's very useful to have something like that. I don't know what percentage of people use those types of channels, but I would think it's a small percentage, but you know what? You're covered. You're good to go. And lastly, down here, you have an enter button, which basically, you know, if you push like you want to turn to channel 24, 24 enter, which I live in Toronto, so 24 where I live is CP24, which I watch all the time. If by any chance you work at CP24, then you know what? I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I don't watch the news at all, so I quickly turn into CP24 for like maybe 10 minutes a day. I just sort of see what they have to offer. It gives me like just a quick synopsis of the news. Actually, one of my friends from high school, Sherman, I believe, I don't know if he's still there, but I believe he was a camera operator for CP24. So Sherman, buddy, if by any chance you're watching this, man, what's up, bro? It's been a long time, man. I haven't seen you since high school. It's been like 20 years plus. Well, maybe not 20 years plus. I'm 35. 20 years will put me at 15. I graduated after 15, obviously. It's been almost 20 years, but what's up, man? Nice to talk to you again. Anyways, reach out, man. Send me a message on Instagram. Let's meet up. I know he did work there. I don't know if he still works there. I don't know. It's been a long time. But anyways, really, really cool remote. And I've shown you sort of how to operate each of the buttons. And that's essentially, if you like this video tutorial / demonstration / explanation, please be sure to give it a nice, awesomely, healthy, incredibly great thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.